Was there a conflict when you got going with this canvas?
Oh my God.
She didn't want to trust us on any aspect.
Aside from it not looking like a battle scene, and aside from the problems with the canvas and blah, 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 you drew those hands. Those hands are jacked, and you put that on somebody.
That brings us to this week's elimination tattoo, American Traditional. American Traditional tattoos are known for their bold, solid outlines and limited palette.
20 years ago when I started tattooing, what people consider traditional today was an everyday tattoo for us.
Your tattoo may include any elements you like. However, it must include an eagle and a flag.
Actually, having an eagle and a flag levels the playing field. Now, everybody has to deal with the same subject matter, so you'll be able to see their interpretation of American Traditional.
Let's meet your canvases. All of the canvases this week are military veterans. Thanks for joining us, and thank you very much for your service.
Let's do this, man.
The bulge when I bulge my muscles.
It looks like the eagle's about to fly right now.
We want to see that you can do clean line work, and the American Traditional is perfect for that. It's simple and clean, and your lines are going to stand out.
How does that look?
Oh, yeah.
I think I might go to the side.
Think about going on the side? Once the canvas suggested that he wants to do this on the ribs, I was a little bit worried because that's one of those areas that is iffy. How'd you sit for that first one?
That's fine. I'll be good.
Sure?
Positive.
Now we're under time constraints and I have the pressure of doing lines on the lower rib cage, which is gonna be a pain in the ass.
Where did you come up with the reds on this one here?
It's not a realistic description of the American flag.
Lalo is doing a flag that's anything but an American flag. He is showing that he is not an American.
This is red, right?
Go on.
And ends up red here. I mean, of course, it's not a realistic...
We would have to fold it out.
Yeah, but let me talk. I'll let you talk. Let me talk.
I just want the lines to match up. If you do the flag the way it goes down, which is right, his or this?
I can't get involved in this. If you have a guy who's an American patriot, he wants an American flag. Who knows what Lalo's doing, but it's not an American flag, and it's jacked.
You're the one who has to work with this for the rest of your life.
Yes, I do.
It's up to you.
My canvas's pain tolerance is sinking and sinking really, really fast. And those are words that you really don't want to hear when you're tattooing. Almost there, man. Almost there. I wipe away and that line's got a little bump in it. Flag is the only wonky part that I got. Just hoping that somebody else up worse than I do.
This week, we went old school and had you tattoo an American Traditional design with an eagle and a flag, giving us similar elements to judge. We're testing you online. Ron, step right up.
This is a rough tattoo. Putting that dark color behind the darkness of the eagle just makes mud.
Eagle is black. You don't need to put black in the background of a black eagle.
The flag's just jacked. The way that the area where the stars are bends, no way in hell that wouldn't be stars on the other side. It's the same on both sides. Not a good tattoo, man.
Lalo.
I do a lot of birds. So I was actually afraid that that was gonna affect the way I did the eagle, because maybe I was gonna get too technical.
My favorite eagle out of the bunch.
Well, thank you.
Man, what the with this flag? 5 stars, 7 stripes. It's an impossible twist.
It's not a realistic thing, so...
It's not possible.
You're drawing an American flag. It should resemble it. All these things have strict symbolism. The number of stripes, the order of the stripes.
I can't get over the flag. On a vet, this guy's put his life on the line for this blanket of freedom. I'd have been scared of that guy ripping my throat out.
For this elimination tattoo, we're testing your attention to detail. This week, you must tattoo one of my favorite images, a pinup.
Game time.
Details in pinups are super important because the proportions are so small. It's a very delicate process.
Pinup girls date back to World War II. Early pinup girls wore more clothing, but as the decades passed, the clothing became more seductive and provocative. The pinup can be in any style, but here's the twist. The reference material you use for your design are the pictures you'll take during your photo shoot. Terenzia is your pinup model for this elimination tattoo. You must use the pictures you take during your 30-minute photo shoot as the reference material for your design. If you screw up the pictures, your tattoo doesn't stand a chance. Good luck.
If you're doing a head-to-toe pinup, it all involves intricate detail. Everything has to be just right, from the hair to the toes. If you mess it up in any way, you destroy the pinup.
Where are we getting this? On your calf? Right. Inside of the calf? Okay. And you want a girl playing the piano?
Yeah.
This particular challenge is gonna be difficult for me. The last time I remember doing a pinup was 10 years ago.
I really wanted her in like bow tie, suspenders, like a top hat.
And it's black and gray. It's two elements that I haven't done in a long time. We're gonna have to minimalize a lot. I mean, the girl herself is gonna take 5 hours.
Everybody is anxious to see how Jesse is gonna do with black and gray. All eyes are on Jesse on this one.
It's gonna be tough.
So what'd you think?
I think your it's better than mine. Steve, you think that head's too big?
I feel really good going into pinups. A lot of people up on the face. It looks weird.
Does that look weird?
Yeah, it looks like a carnival ride. So I know I can beat these people.
I haven't done one of these in like 10 years.
I'm glad I see Jesse struggling. If you can't handle it, get out.
Black and gray, man. How you feeling?
Maybe I should've went color. It's my first pinup in 10 years, and I think I need a little more practice. I think even back when I used to do this type of stuff, I would never try to do a face that small.
He's having a really hard time getting the shading.
How are you doing over there?
Good. Jesse's tattoo is an abomination. It's awful. If you want a real ink master, then Jesse should go home.
This week, we asked you to tattoo a pinup as gorgeous as the real thing, based solely on your photos. We were testing your attention to detail. Jesse, everything you've done has been extremely detailed. And then here's the detailed challenge, and so we don't have it. That's just weird, dude. What happened?
Even back when I used to do pinups, I would never do a pinup this small.
It's a trick. You can still show the detail in whatever size the tattoo would be. Saying that it's too small, I'm not buying it. Her right hand is just another one of the totally jacked hands that we have. You lost it on this.
God damn, this thing looks like it hurts. It is so red and just beat that it looks painful. It looks like you took water and marked out where you were gonna shade and then tried to run shading over the top of it. You should be that guy that can do it all. How can't you do these basics?
This week, we're testing proportion.
Proportion is making sure things are the right size so that it makes sense visually.
There is no better test of proportion than one of my favorite tattoos, a pinup.
I love doing pinups. This is my one chance. This is my one moment. I gotta do this time.
Your canvases this week might look familiar to you. Come on in, guys.
Wow.
Oh no. Holy no way.
I can't believe that we're gonna tattoo these canvases. This is last season's crew.
Welcome back. Kyle and Joshua, you won the Flash Challenge. You have the power to choose your own canvases. Kyle, let's start with you. Who do you pick to tattoo?
Sarah. Sigh of relief. Sarah, she came damn close to winning. She can help me with the design.
Good luck.
Today we're gonna test proportion through our favorite thing, pinups. Pinups always require some manipulation. You have to exaggerate certain things to make an appealing, attractive, beautiful figure with a beautiful face.
What's going on?
How's it look? You want to change something?
Yeah. This is not what I had in mind. The breasts are not where they're supposed to be. The face is just jacked. Boy, I'm freaking out. We had a really nice drawing yesterday. Is there any way you can find that book?
I mean, I can check through the trash.
You all right?
Nah, I don't know. I guess I'm 100% wrong.
I knew she was gonna come in and be bossy and try to take the steering wheel from Kyle. He's definitely You second guessing your choice?
A little bit. I ain't got him, Sarah.
You gonna draw your own tattoo?
I don't give a I'm not getting a tattoo.
Did Cal not watch the second season of Ink Master? We all know Sarah's a control freak. Doesn't he know what he's about to get himself into?
I knew she was gonna do that.
Just gotta make sure the lines are super clean and tight. That's a nice line right there. As much as I thought he was comfortable, he definitely has some nerves and wobbly lines. You don't have to do single pass lines. You just have to make them look like they're single pass.
I feel as though Sarah might be happier with the machine in her own hand.
Balls to the wall. Go in. Get her down.
It's throwing me off my game.
This week, you had to tattoo pinups, using proportion to make them sexy. Kyle.
The smooth gray shading in this is really, really nice, especially in the legs. The part where you drop the ball is that foot that tucks up underneath. It just doesn't look like a foot. It doesn't look like it's in the right spot.
I think it's possible that the foot could bend up a bit more than you might think.
It took me a minute to even know what that was.
If you would have just hid it behind the fabric, that would have just been even better.
This week, we're testing your ability to use finesse.
Finesse in tattooing is your hand movements, your needle depth, your patience with somebody because they might be in too much pain.
As a tattoo artist, you must be able to handle everything from complex tattoos to difficult canvases. The more complex the tattoo or the placement, the more finesse is required to create a masterpiece. There's no better test of finesse than tattooing one of the most difficult parts of the body, the head.
Holy we're doing head tattoos. This sucks.
Your tattoo can be in any style, but it must be on your canvas's head.
It's on their head. You cannot this up.
Tattooing heads presents many challenges that other parts of the body do not. The hard, irregular bone under the skin requires a steady hand. The skin is thinner, finer, and more sensitive.
No one in their right mind gets their head tattooed. That hurts.
Good luck.
Finesse is definitely going to come into play in this particular elimination because head tattoos are painful.
So have you tattooed head before?
Yeah.
Cool.
So it's going to take a lot of bedside manner to be able to keep their clients calm and cool throughout the session and really show us what they have.
So what was your idea? You want a Bond girl?
A bound woman underwater, bound in seaweed. A oyster with a pearl. That's where the seaweed's coming out from.
I would never do a pinup this small. By us trying to incorporate a whole body on the head, that's what's gonna be really tricky. When you like put so much in one piece, it's harder to read than when you step back and do something that's more clear. I don't know how to give my canvas everything she wants in such a small tattoo. I'm in trouble. Joey, help me out 1 second. Definitely looks way too small, right?
Just a little bit compared to the hand. See how much bigger your foot is than your hand? Tattoo Baby's design is jacked.
What do you think about this hand?
Is that one or two hands?
2 hands.
Shape that one darker
Yeah.
than the other one, so that way it looks like they're separate hands.
I'm not going to have enough time to finish my design. I'm really scared that the judges are gonna rip me apart. I'm very nervous starting this tattoo. The smaller you do detail, the harder it is to pull it off right. You're doing great. Thank you. I'm trying. Everything in my head right now is telling me a small tattoo is not the best way to go. This is gonna send you to the bottom.
She's coming along. So far, so good.
I just gotta deal with what I got and rock this with confidence. I've been trying to show finesse and go very soft in this tattoo, but my canvas is still in a lot of pain. I'm not going to let her tap out.
You've done great. I could not take a 6-hour tattoo on my head, no way.
Today, you had to show your ability to use finesse by tattooing a challenging part of the body, the head. Tattoo Baby. How well do you feel you executed this tattoo?
It was pretty challenging for me. There were certain spots where she was crying, but hopefully I helped her soothe through it.
You used finesse with your canvas.
It was a difficult piece. I like the way you designed her where she's bound and her legs are up. Only thing I'm having trouble with is that line that looks like it's a part of her butt cheek, and then the line going down, it looks like the back of her leg. If I look at a tattoo and I have to figure out what's going on, that's not a successful tattoo.
One of the reoccurring issues with your tattoos is line work. Look at those hands. Look at the lines in the seaweed. Nobody else did line work this. Nobody.
It's not a bad tattoo. I do feel that you have probably more consistency in your line weight than potentially Joey for me beating up Joey's outline. However, you look like you're covering up inconsistencies just by the approach of the shading that you took, trying to pack areas with this blue that's inconsistent. That is a hard, hard, hard color to make look great. You took a beautiful structure and you muddied it up.
In just a few moments, hundreds of canvases will flood this hall, and they will all want tattoos. Today, you must tattoo convention style.
At a convention, hundreds and hundreds of people will come in and they want tattoos, and they don't want to wait, they want it now. It's very, very daunting.
You have 6 hours to tattoo as many canvases as possible with the design of their choice. You'll be judged not only on how many tattoos you do, but also on the quality of your tattoos.
This is a great way to put people under the gun right off the bat. Competition is on from the second you walk in.
Just like at a convention, you must be able to work quickly under pressure to survive in this competition. Based on your work, the judges will decide who deserves a shop and who doesn't. It's earn your shop or go home.
Oh my God. A lot of the great tattooers in the industry have based their careers on being in convention halls. It's one of those things that you have to do to stay relevant in the business.
All right, how you doing? I'm Ruck. All right, what are you looking to give?
There's a lot of people here.
You doing a poison girl?
Yeah, with no reference. That's fun.
Convention style.
Yeah, what's up?
Pressure in a convention is huge. You have mass crowds, you have noise, there are no amenities.
You have to kind of bootleg an arm rest, so.
You're completely out of your comfort zone, so the pressure's on.
All right, artists, time to critique your work. King Ruck.
The outline on the skull is pretty well jacked up, and the same with the rose.
But I gave it my best.
You didn't give her your best. Look at that rose. That's not your best.
All right, Sarah, welcome back. This week, you're calling the shots. What is the next elimination tattoo?
Today, we will be tattooing a surrealistic female.
A what?
Surrealism is the juxtaposition between dreams and reality. You can include any surrealistic elements to distort or warp portions of the face.
What the are all these big words they're using?
75% of the face has to show.
Sarah, why did you choose this as your elimination tattoo?
The female face is one of the most difficult portraits. You have to have perfect lens, perfect saturation, and precision.
Of course she's gonna choose something like this, because it's only her that understands what she's talking about.
Composition is everything in this tattoo, because taking two things and constructing them together is gonna create a lot of flow and a lot of movement on the canvas's body if you do it right.
I already messed up one challenge. I'm not gonna mess up this one. My canvas originally wanted a full-length mermaid, but I was able to tuck her into a very beautiful face with pearls and a headband. Any tattoo on a thigh has to be pretty big, and this is difficult skin.
Hey, sausage.
Look at that. Triggerfish, right?
It's not.
No?
I don't think it's a triggerfish. I want to say it's a butterfly fish, but...
Okay, because I'm usually right.
Maddie's trying to slow me down in this competition. I mean, who are you kidding? It's a really tough crowd, and you have to fight.
Put your guard down.
This should prove to Maddie that I'm no one to mess with and that I'm a better tattoo artist than he is.
Today, Sarah challenged you to show composition by tattooing a surrealistic female. Sausage.
She's got a beautiful face. I just don't think your blacks are really rich enough to make this thing have a lot of heavy contrast. The bubbles are jacked up. They're all out of wonk. The outlines are jagged.
They weren't supposed to be perfect circles, though. I mean, it's like just the idea that they're just kind of dribble, you know.
They look pretty beat.
For this elimination tattoo, you must tattoo a classic symbol of the passage of time, an hourglass. Your canvases today want meaningful images incorporated into their hourglass tattoos. You must use detail to make these images work within the body of the hourglass.
Detail is so difficult on an hourglass tattoo. You need to make the glass look shiny. You need to make the sand look like it's grainy. That takes teeny tiny little textures. So much can go wrong.
You're annoyed you got me, I know you are.
It is a hard area to tattoo. I'm gonna need to see where we're gonna be tattooing.
Just pull them down?
Yeah, basically.
Sorry.
If I don't get my canvas to change their mind, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Honestly, dude, you have a lot of space right here.
Yeah.
Dude. It would look really cool right here, dude. And I don't know if you've ever talked to anybody that's gotten their ass tattooed, but it's a painful area to get tattooed.
Yeah, I'm sure. They all are.
Not as much as the ass.
Well, yeah, I have the back of my thigh. I have my whole head done, and that sucked. That's why I figured my ass can't really be worse than my head.
I can't believe this is happening. He's stuck on getting his ass tattooed. I'm Everything that I hoped that didn't happen, happened. Doing a new school tattoo on a guy's ass.
I feel bad for you not feeling good, man. It sucks.
And on top of it, I'm sick as I'm spending more than an hour blowing my nose, sanitizing my hands, changing gloves, and it's everything up with my tattoo.
Today, you had to tattoo a detailed hourglass. Team Peck, you assigned the canvases. Let's see how you did. Eric.
This one shows a lot of struggle from you.
I can see how you tried to warp, the hourglass, but when you warp, you still gotta be symmetrical with like the lines and at the top of the hourglass. It's just a little bit too warped in different places.
I know there's a lot of issues with this tattoo.
It's definitely a struggle, bro.
I hate tattooing when I'm sick. Spent about an hour changing gloves, and that really killed my time with this.
It's not like you were off to a great start and then lost it in the end. This thing is jacked from the get-go. The drawing, the layout, the placement, the shape, the composition, this thing is rough and it's beat.
It just doesn't look like you.
It's not. When you feel like there's no days off here.
100% unfinished tattoo.
There's no better test of composition than tattooing a color realistic battle.
A color realistic battle? There's no way you can do all that in 6 hours.
Oh my goodness.
It's gonna be a freaking show.
Whether it's one-on-one combat scenes or ships at war, your battle scene must have clear composition so it's easy to tell what's happening. For this tattoo, once again, you'll be collaborating with your teammate.
More than one battle to be fought today.
I'm ready.
All right, good luck.
What's up, buddy? DJ, nice to meet you.
This elimination tattoo is a real curveball. It's color realistic battle scenes. And the key word of the day is composition. All the elements of your tattoo have to be placed in a believable manner to give this tattoo the realistic feel we're looking for.
What is it exactly that you were looking to get again?
Warrior princess fighting a dark warrior. But we need to add an element that he's getting the kicked out of him.
Right.
I want a look on her face that's just badass. She's standing over him. She's got her sword sort of resting on him. Gowns can't look perfect. I want blood. I want holes.
We thought we had the best canvas. She said one thing in the lineup, and now she's telling us a million different things that she wants.
We're working with 6 hours. This is easily a 25-hour tattoo.
Yeah.
There are just elements that I'm not willing to compromise on.
If she's not willing to work with us, then this whole thing's gonna turn into a show. But this is kind of what we're thinking.
It's beautiful.
Cool, yay, awesome.
There's many different elements that are occurring at once. There's movement, you have flesh, you have cloth, there's a foreground, and you have a background. And that all takes composition to execute.
I thought you said you wanted to soften up the top. It's pretty soft as it is. I want the top to look a little more even with the bottom.
The only battle in this situation is our canvas battling with us.
I'm just not seeing your background, and I'm not picturing it on the tattoo, and I'm worried that it's gonna not look good.
Yeah, but as artists, we like to give you something that we see as well as a collaboration together.
But it's my tattoo, so give me a minute.
Okay. Now I'm in freaking panic mode.
Let's go. We're trying to give her best tattoo, and she's second-guessing everything we're doing.
This is crazy.
Welcome back.
So I want you to do what you want to do with the dress.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna do the background.
Okay.
I feel like a lot of this comes down to this girl not being able to sit for a 6-hour tattoo. Jess, do you want me to get in or you go?
I think you tattoo a little more gently.
No worries.
You're good.
Yeah, that's fine.
This girl's insane.
Absolutely.
Today, you had to create battle scenes with clear composition, pins and needles. Was there a conflict when you got going with this canvas?
Oh my God.
She didn't want to trust us on any aspect.
Aside from it not looking like a battle scene, and aside from the problems with the canvas and blah, 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 you drew those hands. Those hands are jacked. And you put that on somebody.
I would have quit too. You win your client over in the beginning, and you make them shut up by impressing them with a beautiful drawing. Your art speaks louder than anything. Artwork, first and foremost. That's how you get the title.
For this elimination tattoo, you must prove that you have solid fundamentals by tattooing a maze.
Oh, that's crazy, man. I hope you guys got them lines.
The intricate patterns in a maze leave no room for error. Every line must be straight and perfectly spaced, or your tattoo will be a confusing mess.
Anything can go wrong in a maze. You gotta have the balls and confidence to pull a solid single pass line and make sure it's there and parallel to everything else.
We got this.
Let's meet your canvases.
What are you thinking about getting done today?
I would like a psychedelic maze with a galaxy space background.
What's wrong with people? Please don't give me the galaxy tattoo. It takes a ton of time to make it look right. My absolute worst nightmare.
Strap in.
Canvases, one by one, please read the artist's name on the bottom of your skull.
What is this?
Galaxy. Katie? That's me. I call that.
You got it. You're gonna get points because they know how hard it is. What you do right now, you smile at her, you make her feel confident that you will win her over right now.
Good luck.
Get up, go talk to the canvas.
The most difficult aspect of this piece is the fact that I have to include a maze and a galaxy. Those are two really complicated things.
What do you want me to do about right here?
Just line that top of that head.
Should I do it thick?
Yeah, right now just line it so it's there, and then if you have to thicken it, we will.
Steve wants me to add lines to the head. I don't really want to, but he's my coach and I feel like I should just trust him.
Today, you had to prove your fundamentals tattooing a maze. Katie.
Hi, y'all.
I think you did a great job on the galaxy. It does have a space afro look.
The fact that you did that line of the whole top of the head that goes through the space.
That was Steve's idea.
That was
I
my
didn't want to
idea.
do that at all.
I mean, it was a tricky one because galaxies are hard to pull off, and I think she did a pretty good job.
Strange choices throughout this thing.
Trembling right now.
For this elimination tattoo, you must put your fundamentals to the test by tattooing a clock.
Oh, no. A clock?
No, I hate clocks. Damn. There's always small, tight detail. There's perfect straight lines for the hands, concentric circles. It's just a technical nightmare.
Coaches, the most important thing here is to lead your teams. Get them to really tighten these drawings up because with no good bones, we're not gonna see a good body. And then if you see them that they're gonna make some kind of capital error in this competition, it's your chance to make a correction. Because at the end of the day, this all reflects on you guys.
Clean's gonna be busy today.
Let's meet your canvases.
What are you looking to get done?
A neo-traditional clock on my sternum with jewels and flowers.
You want a sternum tattoo today? I can tell you right now, bad idea. This is going to hurt.
And you're pretty dead set on that
Yes.
spot.
Don't let anybody talk you out of that.
All right.
Hell to the no. I do not want this tattoo.
Okay, canvases, one by one, please read the artist's name on the bottom of your skull.
What did she want? Sternum clock, perfect symmetry, jewels.
Gonzo?
This is an act of war. That is a shot fired.
Good luck.
Get him, guys. So you guys got it all figured out?
I'm taking on the area. Her stomach is nice and flat. Just kind of thinking, like the leaves, like everything, like the ornaments in the back.
I like that.
I'm already going to this winning. I'm doing black and gray and not color. My goal now is to make sure this is the best tattoo I can do, so that way this backfires on Team Clean.
You got it. Man, I think I need to go coach their team more than us.
Yeah,
we're good.
Go teach them something.
Yeah.
I think we're all right.
Are we at guns? We're gonna make it?
Yeah, dude, I'm just rounding home right now. This is a living nightmare. Perfect shading, still on this part.
Oh, you line.
Every time I try to pull a line, this girl's stomach is moving. She's shaking in pain, and the line work is rough. Hoping to get the brownie points for doing it on the sternum.
Gonzo's not even done outlining yet.
No.
I swear to God.
If Gonzo don't finish, that's a no-brainer.
Yeah. Gonzo is Gonzo. Dude, yours is beat. I couldn't believe it.
I don't know what you mean by beat. Like, beat that bull shot you guys took.
Like, those lines were beat.
How'd it go, dog? It went.
Out the door, it went boom.
Nervous? I'm not nervous at all. I've seen plenty.
I'd be nervous. Oof. I feel like I let you down.
I don't think either of us saw like the issues that came with that.
I told you to go big. I told you to do something impressive. That's on me.
I'm not gonna have left my family and left my home for nothing.
Today, you had to prove your fundamentals tattooing a clock. Gonzo.
This tattoo is drastically unfinished. Multiple areas just do not have completed lines. You look at the top, the winder, the ring, those lines don't even line up. They're not even centered.
Every time I tried to pull a line on her, she was gasping.
Everywhere you look on this tattoo, it is jacked.
Today, you had to prove your fundamentals, and based on your work, one of you will be packing your machines. Clean. Why did your team vote Gonzo to the bottom?
We felt that the tattoo was unfinished and it had the least amount of technical ability and fundamentals.
I don't think you can look at the shading on that and not see that there is a skill set that it takes to do that.
But the basic #1 fundamental we're looking for today is outline. And it's hard to find any good outline in this thing.
I can't get past Gonzo's tattoo.
My vote is Gonzo.
Gonzo.
The judges have decided, Gonzo, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master. Today, you must tattoo reflections. Not only must the reflective surface be perfectly executed, you must capture the depth and detail of the reflection itself, or the illusion will be lost.
The idea is the little girl looking into the river and you see the reflection of her face in the water, that kind of thing. This challenge is gonna be very tricky on how you execute this, and the word of the day is detail, so play it smart.
Thank God we got the sculpting at least.
Our main target right now is Tim because he is definitely Team Christian's strongest illustrator.
Color, realistic kitten looking in the water. Looking back at him would be a lion.
A kitten and a lion face and color realism in 6 hours? Wrong. Try again.
Canvases, one by one, please read the artist's name on the bottom of your skull.
Tim? What's that?
The cat alone could take 6 hours. This man is out of his mind.
Tim was the big target of the day, huh?
We want to shut his ass up.
Yeah,
He talks a big game.
Cat, lion,
Yeah.
like an illustrative style.
Realistic?
The thing is, if we go to realism, going in for all that fur and all of that is gonna be super time consuming. This is not possible in 6 hours. Multi-sessions, minimum. Quite frankly, I wouldn't finish. Then you wouldn't even get the finished tattoo.
I want nothing cartoonish.
It won't be cartoonish.
Color realism, Tim, you got this.
Color realism, I usually tell people 5-6 hours just to do a rose, man. Like, to do a lion and a cat and everything.
Don't let him talk you out of it.
I just can't get off of that cartoonish stuff.
Are you insane? I don't know what else I could do. DJ, which one do you think looks better? That?
But that would make sense, though.
Uh-huh.
Just from the angle.
What do you think, Chris?
That one.
Like back?
Yep.
I'm hella nervous right now. I'm not that confident with my reference, and I don't like doing fur. I just have to get it together. I'm not that confident executing a lion face with ripples on top of it, with blue around it. Do you like these for cat colors, because it's more natural?
I'm cool with that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
This isn't easy. Attacking these time limits that are super, super difficult and getting out of my own head, having confidence, knowing that I can do what it takes to be here and win. I am my own worst enemy right now in this competition.
Tim's making stupid color choices.
Just the color combo, I was like, what the hell are you doing?
I'm not gonna sit here and choose colors for somebody. I'm not doing that.
Today, you had to use detail to create a reflection tattoo. Tim.
It's gone.
This thing's weird. The lion is strange. The cat is strange. Why'd you do a green cat?
It wasn't supposed to be green. It was supposed to be like a muted.
Guys, what color is the cat?
Green.
It's pretty green to me.
You've got to be able to pick the one tone that you want this cat to be. You can't be 4 hours into a 6-hour tattoo and still be working on the green cat.
I'm bummed out because a lot of the stuff that they're saying that we talked about.
I went over those colors with you, did I not?
Get pissy if you want. I don't give a
I'm just saying, like, it's just the way it went down.
You and Turk are struggling because you guys are two guys that are like top notch, but these tattoos aren't showing that notch.
Today, you're being tested on detail. Based on your work, one of you will be packing your machines.
Tim, the cat's green. A green cat resembles a dead cat. That's already off-putting. But the quality of the tattooing inside the puddle is not your quality of tattooing.
It isn't.
Against both of them, I could find better line work. I could even find better color saturation.
You can find better color saturation
Than that lion? In Turks, yeah, I could say that the vampire's coat smokes that whole bottle.
But off the bat, you knew it was a lion.
That's where I'm coming from. As poorly applicated as we all may agree areas of this tattoo are, I know it's a cat and I know it's a lion.
Thank you.
All right, judges, time to determine who's going home.
Application-wise, the ugliest tattoo in the room for me is Tim's. I can't unsee that puddle and the green cat. I'm going Tim.
Today, you must tattoo whatever your canvas wants in some of the most difficult places.
Oh, no.
From heads and necks to armpits and butts, it will take creativity to design a tattoo that fits the body part perfectly.
Get ready. This is gonna be a rough one.
Oh, man.
Today, our artists are going to be challenged on placement.
What do you think? Just dead smack right here?
Oh, yeah.
Inexperience makes different locations on the body harder to tattoo than others. If you are not used to tattooing an armpit or not used to tattooing a butt cheek, and you don't know how to stretch the skin, how to place your canvas, you will have a hard time in these tattoos.
Light. Feather it to nothing.
How high can I take it before they're like, that's too much?
I wouldn't go crazy high.
My biggest issue right now is the fact that my raven skull looks like a flaming raven skull.
You gotta either feather it out to nothing or do something to give it a little woof woof.
Yeah, that's why I just stopped it right there. Feathering out, all it did was just make the tattoo uneven looking.
Spend your last little bit just cleaning up that background, making it purposeful.
They're gonna beat my ass for this background.
Today, you are being tested on creativity tattooing difficult body parts. TJ.
So, fellas?
This one is just tough to read, man. What are we looking at here?
It's a 3-eyed raven skull.
I think on Gothic Ice Cream Cone Day, nailed it.
The challenge was creativity and the placement. I put it on the knee and it's creative.
The background up top, not a fan of. It's not making any kind of sense or anything.
I was gonna like kind of wisp it through from the top and kind of wisp it down through the bottom.
In that last-ditch effort, man, I think you screwed yourself.
I was going strictly off creativity. My tattoo is a lot stronger than mimicking a frog.
JP's got a hard-to-read frog, but everybody's gonna know it's a frog. There's gonna be people that still don't understand that this is a skull.
Of the three up there, I think the bottom half of TJ's is the best tattoo in it.
The top half is just beat.
A cathedral on a kneecap, there's no way to win. It's waving everywhere. You set yourself up for this moment. So you're saying it's between TJ and JP?
Yeah.
The issue is, on TJ's, this senseless background, at least I can pick out a frog in JP's. As far as creativity, TJ, I love what you did, but as far as execution, my vote's for you. Today, you must tattoo...
Here it comes.
A compass rose.
Oh, shit. Really? A lot of circles, a lot of tight lines. It's just a nightmare.
Unlike a vintage map, the compass rose is the part that shows you which way is north, south, east, and west. It always consists of straight lines and circles every single time.
Let's meet your canvases.
What are you looking to get, man?
I'm looking to get an American traditional clipper ship on my sternum.
Whoa.
On your sternum? You know how painful a sternum tattoo is? There's no way.
Canvases, one by one, please read the artist's name on the bottom of your skull.
What's that?
Sternum.
Angel.
What's up, man? I kind of get excited whenever I get a bad skull pick because now I have something to overcome. Yeah. Up this way, let's go.
A compass rose is very straightforward tattooing, but circles and straight lines can be difficult depending on the subject matter and where they want to place the tattoo.
You wanted to get it on your stomach, you were saying?
Yeah.
So fundamentals on technical application is going to be key.
How's yours coming? Color?
Yeah, it's traditional.
Nice.
I don't know who he's trying to eliminate with that skull pick. He kind of wasted it, honestly.
Traditional's fun. I like it.
Put that flag the other way.
Yeah, you're right.
That's like such an easy mistake to make.
Done the straight lines now, so it's as still as you can.
Just as I suspected, Jason kicked all of us right in the gut.
I knew somebody was gonna be like, I'll give Angel the clipper ship. It's gonna keep the other competitors guessing. They don't know what I've been up to.
But joke's on you, Jason. Give me a skull and I'm gonna hit it out of the park every single time.
Today, you had to execute flawless fundamentals, tattooing a compass rose. Angel.
It's what a strong black outline can do. And it pops, and it's strong, and it's a sticker.
Is the flag going the wrong way?
Yes.
What? I had it the other way, and then Arlene was like, it's backwards.
And the wind is pushing the sails, so the sails are both this way, but then the flag is going the opposite way.
I will not forget.
Today, you must create a schematic tattoo.
A what?
What is that?
What the
is a schematic tattoo? Does this look like a guy that went to college?
I don't even know what that means.
I've done it before.
A schematic is just basically breaking an object down into its parts. It's like a blueprint.
Let's meet your canvases.
How you doing, man? What you gonna get?
Black and gray schematic military knife on my forearm.
That's a good one.
Canvases, one by one. Please read the artist's name on the bottom of your skull.
What did this guy want? The army knife. I bet they give it to Arlene because it's easy.
Arlene.
Hey, man.
Smart play.
Today in a schematic tattoo, we're looking for the cleanest, strongest outlines with the best application to show us the construction or deconstruction of the item.
So it's schematic day, so whatever we do, the line work has to show.
These tattoos don't have anywhere to hide. If you're doing something that's a diagram, then everything has to fit.
How you doing, Arlene?
I'm just trying to figure out how can I make this look schematic, because it is just a knife.
A knife is kind of one piece. Are there any, like, switchblade type stuff, or is it
He
like...
wants this specific knife. It's a Marine Corps fighting knife. I'm struggling with the design because there aren't very many parts of the knife. I need to somehow make this look more complex than it really is. It doesn't fold, nothing, it's just knife.
It's like one piece. I didn't think of that.
I didn't either. I was like, sometimes the most simple tattoos are the hardest ones.
I think I just noticed it's facing the wrong way. The blade should be on this side.
If we flip it, then it's not true to the knife.
Yeah, it is.
I didn't know about that.
I know about that.
No, I know you do, but I'm saying, like, there's also rules to what we do.
Yeah, but my left arm is
Right.
this way.
I could just flip it around. It's your tattoo, it's permanent. I'll just flip it. Just give me like 2 minutes.
Yep.
With the redness and the swelling, I'll use witch hazel. It helps.
Nice.
My canvas has skin tags and moles all throughout his forearm. So my lines aren't as straight as they usually are.
Today, you are being tested on legibility with schematic tattoos. Arlene.
You've had a lot of problems with the line work here. The edge of the knife, that line work jumps around like crazy. Then you have the 7-inch, that line is out of control.
His skin was really difficult to deal with.
There's a way to put tattoos in all kinds of skin, and you didn't get it on this tattoo.
Today, you are being tested on legibility. Based on your work, one of you will be packing your machines.
I had difficult skin to deal with. You put a straight line over a skin tag, it's gonna wobble.
I do have to say something. There's an issue that wasn't brought up about the knife. The handle's actually upside down.
It's not.
That guard there where your finger goes under the knife so that way you don't cut your hand.
That's true.
You're showing an improper layout.
My canvas decided to flip the direction of the knife at the last minute because he wanted the wording to read facing outward as it should be, and not upside down, which means the handle is the other way.
You should have turned the handle the other way.
I gave him what he wanted.
It's incorrect.
If you're gonna flip the blade, you also gotta flip the hand.
That's bullshit.
Technically, Arlene's tattoo just fell too short. My vote is for Arlene.
I want the thing to look like what it's supposed to look like. My vote to go home is Raul.
Just think consistency in numerals, consistency in application. My vote's for Arlene.
The judges have decided, Arlene, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master. You must transform your canvas's significant other into a pinup.
I hate this challenge. Pinups are usually a disastrous day in this competition, and I'm not feeling good about it.
Your canvases have brought along their better half, who they idealize. You must use ingenuity to show the rest of the world how hot they are, or how hot they think they are.
Pinups are incredibly easy to screw up, especially if there's significant others in the room looking over your shoulder. It's unnerving. It throws you off balance.
I'm the one getting tattooed.
Yeah.
My husband in a classic muscle car on my arm.
The worst canvas to get today is the old lady, because older skin is terrible to tattoo.
Yeah, I got the car.
Gian.
Oh.
So you wanted your husband driving a car in your arm, right?
Exactly.
This lady's skin is pretty stretched out, and it's gonna be tough to tattoo. Do you want him to look just like he looks now? Do you want him to look when you guys met?
A little more hair.
All right, all right. I've been top since I've been here. You can see that there's not too many people left, so I do not want to be in the bottom. It would suck to make it all this way and not go to the top 5. I feel like I'm so close to making the cut, I can't mess it up now.
Well, how do we do a male pinup?
That is a great question. I've never done a male pinup.
In a pinup tattoo, it's head to toe, which makes the face very small. So to put the characteristics of the significant other into this thumbnail-sized portrait is gonna be tough.
I got the worst canvas in the room. I got the older couple. It's a tricky tattoo. I gotta do a car. I gotta do a pinup. I'm just thinking how I'm gonna make a car look good on her arm.
Look at that.
I just got married. My wife, she's actually one of the most supportive people I know. I wouldn't be here without her for sure.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That is it. Time's up. Machine's down. No more ink.
It's a good-looking dude. Really happy with this tattoo.
You're with me forever now.
Team Peck, today you had to show ingenuity by transforming your canvas's significant other into a pinup tattoo. Gian.
One of the things I like the most about this entire tattoo is how you dealt with the couple. It was obvious that you were working hard to give them the best tattoo. You definitely could have talked them out of the car, but you didn't. And you gave yourself a tough tattoo to do, and you did it.
And what I think you really captured is how proud this dude is sitting in front of his baby. It has soul, and that shows a lot of creativity and a lot of ingenuity. I love this thing.
All right, guys, time to discuss who had the best tattoo of the day.
Today, I think thinking out of the box and the ingenuity challenge, John just sends home a really strong tattoo. It was the perfect design, the perfect application. Had you fumbled on that or anything, then immediately I would be with Ryan.
Ryan's ability to capture that face so perfectly in a 1-inch portrait is something that not many people can do. But the thing with Ryan's tattoo is we expect to see a beautiful female figure on pinup day. Gian got this challenge that everybody else would have just panicked under the pressure. But to take that idea and really shine is pretty phenomenal.
My vote's for Gian.
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 Judges have decided the best tattoo of the day goes to Gian. Today, he must tattoo a pinup.
Pinups, boy.
We are looking for a full head-to-toe pinup tattoo.
Full body.
I've never done a pinup in my life. When you have to do a face that's the size of a quarter, that's not a fun face to do.
Some of the worst disasters we've seen in this competition have been on pinup day.
Detroit Motor City pinup with impact wrench with an air hose.
Detroit Motor City pinup. Is that a style? I don't want it. I don't even know what that is.
It's like a sleeve.
Mardi Gras pinup with beads on my calf.
A million perfect circles next to each other? Are you kidding? No thank you to the beads.
New school, Las Vegas pinup with a poker background.
Okay.
On my ribs.
On your ribs?
On my ribs.
Holy
Poker chips in the background, and it's on the ribs. This one's going over to the West. I can guarantee it.
American football pinup on my ribs.
I've been lied to before.
Yeah, you guys are always lying about the ribs. Tell me something that's gonna make me believe you.
I don't want a hairy pinup on my leg.
Fair enough.
Wow. This guy, mechanic.
Hiram?
Got you, brother.
Damn.
You're gonna have to do a lot of explaining, bro, because I have no idea what you want.
Very good at the ribs. Probably got me. On me, I think.
Raul?
Right here. Oh, shit. Shots fired. God damn it, another rib tattoo? I am sick of being handed some bullshit. This guy, he definitely seems like he's adamant about the ribs. He is.
Bob?
Yep. There it is.
Knew it. Always give me the ribs.
Better him than you.
Mardi Gras mask and beads.
Angel?
Hi. My team has 2 rib pieces, an old guy, and this other biker dude who looks like he's gonna beat Hiram's ass. I think that was a shot fired.
First things first, about whether or not you want on the ribs. It's one of the most painful areas on the body. You're not gonna get the best tattoo. If you want the best tattoo, maybe that lower leg or something like that, but you're gonna get more out of it. Cool.
do that.
All right, I appreciate that.
I'm not afraid to tattoo your ribs if you confidently can tell me that you could sit to the maximum of 6 hours without moving, just staying calm, then I'm totally down.
I keep getting thrown these rib tattoos, and, I'm tired of it. I'm not gonna change the rib tattoo, and I'm gonna show everybody in the room that I'm not afraid to tattoo ribs, and I can do a clean, and solid job.
We're staying on the ribs, man.
We're gonna do ribs, we're gonna do ribs. It's gonna be a battle for both of us.
Having her like hold an impact wrench, and then obviously it has, you know, an air hose connected going into it.
Honestly, I have no idea what my canvas wants. He's saying a lot of words that I'm not able to catch.
With the rat rod itself, and then the air hose going basically like around her nipples.
Every time he talk about something that is already complicated, he adds more things to it.
And then I don't know if it's possible to get a car in the background.
It's too many stuff. We're not gonna be able to accomplish that in 6 hours.
Pinups are very tough because there's very small little eyes, a very small little nose, dainty little fingers. So every drop of ink you put on the skin has to be perfect.
I think it's a good spot.
It should be cute, it should be attractive, it should be beautiful. That's what makes a pinup a pinup.
Perfect stencil, dude. It's gonna be a good day.
If a pinup's ugly, she's not coming to meet my mom.
The face is the most important part. That's right where they go in.
Can't check up the face, man.
No. Pinups are not my thing, but I do a ton of faces and portraits. So with that, I'm good.
You okay?
Yeah.
One thing I'm worried about is my canvas looks like she's not feeling too good.
Excuse me.
She's coughing every now and then, and she's just real fidgety.
I like burning up and stuff.
Oh, yeah?
It was before I came, though. It's not because of this tattoo.
If you up a line at all, you can't fix it. I need my canvas to stay still.
4 more hours to go, everybody. 4 hours left.
I had a pinup girl on me and got it covered up. The guy did a horrible job.
Well, let's make sure this one is great because it's pretty big. This canvas was definitely a shot at me. But guess what, man? I'm a canvas whisperer. We came out from 10,000 elements to 3. I'm having a lot of fun, bro.
Good, man, I'm glad.
Even when I came to the States with no English, I still were able to survive, you know, because I'm able to create this interaction when people trust me.
No, we're definitely glad we didn't go with the ribs.
Yeah, definitely.
That shit is no joke, man.
Yeah, it doesn't feel good. You know, I was trying to take it easy on you because it's a rib piece that we're trying to get done. And normally take multiple sessions on those.
I didn't come into this competition to show that like I can tattoo a thigh every day. I'm gonna show them that I can tattoo any part of the body.
It'll be grand once it's done. It'll be worth every second of pain.
3 hours remaining. 3 hours remaining, guys.
You get tattooed and you're not feeling too good, it makes it even worse. I was smart. I did the face first.
Glad you saved those boots for last, man.
It's a tattoo that I knew I could pull off in 2.5 hours. Yeah, I'm not gonna tattoo you anymore.
You're not.
No. As a tattoo artist, you have to know when enough is enough. So we're gonna call it right there, okay?
Okay.
It's a good tattoo, it's done well. I just hope that it's enough.
Thank you.
Have a good day. I hope you feel better, okay?
I think it's a winner, man.
Crazy.
So what do you think?
I'm glad I chose black and gray. Even though I only had 3 hours to do mine, I know I'm safe.
Today, you had to show artistry, tattooing a pinup. Let's see how you did. Jarrell.
Hi, guys.
I really like this girl. I especially love the dark strip of shading that you have down the center of her leg that pushes out. That light source is beautiful. And the way that you get that nice, gentle, soft texture in the shirt really shows well. You're really shining on this one.
Thank you.
That's what's up.
Bob.
This tattoo is really clean for the ribs. Your outline on this is very nice. I like the divot in the center of the arm, and I really love the helmet. Nice, light, dark black shaded on the bottom.
You prove yourself in this tattoo.
Good job, Bob.
Thanks. Keep them coming, Frank.
Raul.
Going on, fellas? I like this little crazy cute drawing.
I love the skin tone. Just not afraid to go rich and dark. And the way you put in the blue highlights really make this thing pop, man. Super cool tattoo.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Killed it. New school artist now.
Hiram.
Her face is great. On a face this small, keeping the eyes black like that really sinks them in and makes it look great.
You do have a couple of wonky lines going on in the tire, but overall, man, I mean, that's a tough tattoo to pull off, and I think you do a great job with it.
Thank you.
Angel.
I really, really like this illustration. The color play works great. I like the way the legs are shaded because it gives it that sheer look.
With the stockings and the strap, you're paying attention to the pressure that this strap is putting onto the skin. That's a great testament to your artistry.
I'm glad you noticed it.
I noticed it right away. All right, guys, time to determine who had the best tattoo of the day. Jarrell is definitely in the top today. This thing is unique. It's done beautifully.
Now, I love Angels. Everything about this tattoo, the drawing, the color play. Angel's a much tougher tattoo to do.
Yeah.
But Jarrell's, the cleanliness is undeniable. My vote's for Jarrell.
My vote's for Jarrell as well.
Jarrell.
Unanimous.
Damn. Look at you, man.
The judges have decided that the best tattoo of the day goes to Jarrell.
He's got artistry on his face. Today, you must tattoo pinups.
Oh!
I am so ready for this.
Yeah, y'all love it now, man. Historically, they don't do too good in this. Yeah.
Pinups in this competition are historically dangerous. There's a lot of really small details that you can up that are gonna send your ass home very quickly.
It's not gonna be easy. No, it's not.
Oh,
shit, Lord, every time.
What is happening?
Here we go again.
Shit's going down.
Not again. I saw pinups aren't hard enough.
But that's not all.
Of course it's not.
It's me, your resident master of chaos here to shake things up.
They're already pretty shaken.
Yeah.
Pinups alone are too easy for this all-star group of artists.
I wouldn't say that.
No, they're not.
That is why this week you must tattoo pinups of animals.
What the? Are you kidding me?
Okay, all right.
Whoa! What is that? Whoa!
From fur to spots, feathers to scales, hooves to tails, you must take all the details that make an animal recognizable and personify them in the iconic pinup style.
God
Oh
damn,
my
man.
goodness.
Good luck, artists.
Thank
Thanks,
you. See you later, bud.
Dave.
God damn.
The master of chaos strikes again.
I think he enjoys it a little too much.
Yeah.
Don't make it an animal with some pinup characteristics. Make it a pinup with animal characteristics.
Gotcha. Always keep in mind what makes a pinup sexy. Long legs, short torso, long neck.
Literally every single detail is going to matter.
New school, rockabilly pig pinup tattoo with the pearl necklace on my rib.
Oh, shit. Don't like it. Give it to Angel.
A realistic elephant pinup holding a barbell with 2 calves.
2 baby elephants.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
It's gotta have the baby elephants.
Oh, come on.
Elephant is just a tricky one because she wants a lot of stuff.
That's the one I want to get.
Why do you think they're targeting
Because they give me a little more complicated ass every week.
A colorful, illustrative pinup of a cow, and the skirt's blowing up to expose her udders, which are spilling milk onto a barbecue grill.
What?
What?
You had me in the first half.
Which one is she? The pig.
Katie.
Yay! Little thick piggy. I like it.
What is it? It's an elephant pinup with like a baby elephant with it.
I think this is you?
Yeah.
Creepy Jason.
All right. That's fine.
Don't forget she wants her kids in that drawing too.
Pawn.
Woo! Prize heifer right there.
So, realistic elephant pinup.
You do want realistic?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna be honest with you here. They threw you realistic because this is what I do. So I can give you a realistic tattoo, but I can't guarantee I'll give you a good realistic tattoo. If you can give me a little bit of a wiggle room on the style, let me kind of approach it a little more illustratively, put some line work in it, you'll definitely get better work out of me.
As long as it's not like super like cartoony.
No, yeah, you're not gonna get cartoony. And what do you want her wearing?
As long as she's not naked, I'm pretty happy.
Like 80s workout clothes, like.
Oh my God, that'd be so great.
Really?
That'd be good.
This is gonna be great. We're gonna knock it out of the park.
I would love like a rockabilly pig, but like pearls, polka dot heels on my ribs.
Okay. Anything that's like tall or anatomical at all that has body parts on the ribs, it gets warpy there. Would you be cool if it were lower, like on a thigh or on like more of a flat surface?
Yeah, I could work with you on that, for sure.
She's letting me move the placement. Thank baby Jesus. This was seriously one of the ones that I wanted so much. As soon as you said my name, I was like, yes!
Artists, 4 hours left.
So how many kids do you have?
My son is 18 months old. Tattooing was always like my baby, like my career was always my baby. But then after I had my human baby, I'm like, okay, I've got both of these babies now.
Yeah, aw.
And I want to love and nurture both of them. This particular tattoo has Katie written all over it. I love goofy ideas as tattoos, and my neo-traditional style will translate perfectly for this. I'm confident that I can kill it.
Hello,
Oh,
Jason.
hey, what's up, guys?
Oh, wow.
Wow.
We have some little jazzercise.
Yeah, man, you're jazzercising today.
Wow. My biggest concern with this tattoo is the 3 subject matters. I have 3 times as much stuff to detail over everybody else.
That's pretty detailed for 5 hours, huh?
That's why I'm not wasting any time on bathroom breaks or anything else. I'm just gonna pee my pants and just keep moving along.
Gian and Bob, they fired a shot at me. I want to rebound it as hard as I can and make them think that I'm not gonna be a target anymore.
Did you tell your canvas to bring her Depends?
No, sorry about your luck.
Today, you had to show your attention to detail by tattooing animal pinups. Let's see how you did. Pawn.
I'm feeling this tattoo all the way. I can't look at that face anymore. It's one of the funniest tattoos I've ever seen.
The details in it are hilarious, bro. You have a knack for weird tattoos. I think you did this tattoo really well.
Thank you very much.
Katie.
Okay.
In terms of it being detail day, I love how her polka dot bikini top matches her little pearls, and she got her nails done to match. This lady is put together.
The way you did that picket fence looks like you literally used a ruler to stretch those lines. It's really impressive.
Thank God you finally got a tattoo that you liked doing, because it absolutely shows.
Oh.
Creepy Jason.
This whole challenge really was about detail. You got smooth, you got rough, you got ruffles, you got pink, you got blue, you got hair, you got everything in there.
I can't believe how teeny tiny you got those eyes and how crispy they are. This is by far my favorite tattoo you've done so far in the competition.
Nice try, buddy.
For this elimination tattoo, we're testing ingenuity.
What the is that?
It doesn't sound good.
Ingenuity is when someone can be original, clever, or inventive.
This could be anything.
This could be anything.
Today you must create transforming tattoos.
What?
The human body bends and moves, and today you must create tattoos that move with it.
The tattoos that move.
Oh, yeah. Your design must look like one thing when the body is in one position and ingeniously transform when it moves into another.
No way.
For a tattoo to transform on the human body, you have to figure out a way to where when it's skewed, it creates another image. That's hard.
An American traditional punk rocker pinup stage diving on the side of my knee.
It's too much. It's just weird.
Pinups are tough to begin with. Pinups have tiny face, tiny hands, tiny feet, and he wants it on the side of the knee. This thing's crazy.
Bobby, since you were ranked first, you get the last remaining canvas.
Got you, bro. I knew I was getting the side of the knee pinup. It was the worst one in the lineup. Who's gonna pick this if they had the choice?
It's about to go down.
Last thing I want to do is give you a bad tattoo, right?
Are you set on the pinup? Like completely set on that?
It's got to be something American trad-ish, something hard. That's what I'm feeling.
This guy is dead set on this pinup rocker chick.
Yeah, this is just gonna be really, really hard to get movement in these legs.
I'm really, really frustrated here. I went from top pick to last pick. I got the leftovers. On the side of the knee, this thing can go terribly.
Yeah, they just really wanted to me. Yes! I was gonna shave the side of her head.
Yeah, that's that
give it like
punk undercut thing, yeah.
Yeah.
What about just giving her like a full head of hair, like on both sides?
Does it need to be on both sides?
My canvas and I can't really see eye to eye at all. I want to do a mohawk on this thing. He wants long hair.
How would you feel about losing the high heels for boots instead?
I want to do high heels on this thing. He wants boots. This sucks. Traditional pinups can't have any hiccups. They're super clean, they're super crispy. They have to be perfectly dialed in, otherwise they're off.
Watch, but people gonna be hitting you up for pinups, huh? And they're gonna get a no.
All right, judges. The artists had 6 hours to show their ingenuity with transforming tattoos. We're reshuffling the teams.
This is crazy.
Game changer.
Oh, man.
And this is a blind critique.
Is this live? Are they live?
Yeah.
Hey,
That's kind of cool.
Oh, she's jamming.
There's little mama.
Definitely got the movement in the legs.
What you do, Joel?
Yeah.
This is the correct way to use the anatomy of the body. You line up the joint with the joint, and it moves perfectly.
Her face is like rock and roll to me, right? She has a little attitude in her lips, too, and they're done so simple, but there's still like a little snarl. Like,
She's super cool.
It has so much style, from the bracelets that are done so crispy clean, down to the boots that look slouchy. It's cool.
That's a solid ass critique, bro.
Yeah. Hell yeah, that was sick.
Who do you think did this?
It's so crispy. Who's made the crispiest
crispy.
lines and tattoos here?
I would say probably John Mesa.
You're the total flip-flop.
Today, you had to create tattoos that moved and transformed with your canvas's body.
Hopefully.
This was a blind critique. Based only on your tattoos, each judge will select the first artist to join their new team. All right, Ryan, which tattoo do you pick?
I'm gonna have to go with the tattoo that didn't necessarily have the best transformation, but it was a rock solid tattoo. I'm going with the rocker chick.
Who tattooed the pinup rocker?
No!
Bobby.
Damn, Bobby.
I
That's
got
fire.
Bobby. I
That's
was
fire.
not expecting that. I thought
What
it was
a
John
twist.
Mesa.
Congratulations, Bobby. You are the first artist on Team Ryan.
I'm hyped.
Today, you must create Victorian tattoos. During the Victorian era, the invention of sewing machines and new machinery for making lace made it possible to create complex patterns at a fraction of the cost of handmade. Tattoos emulating these patterns and fabrics have grown in popularity. You must translate these intricate styles to skin.
Lots of lace, jewelry with filigree, fine line work. I'm really nervous about this one.
But there's more.
Which is?
There is no better test of your finesse than tattooing some of the most delicate skin on the body. The throat.
Oh, Jesus, throat tats.
Throat.
I know exactly what that feels like. It hurts like a mother. It's hard to breathe while they're doing it. It feels like getting cut with a scalpel the entire time.
This week, you must all tattoo head to head. And only one of you will win.
I'll do a little bit of highlighting there.
Get rid of some of this stuff, dude. You know what I mean?
Too much?
I think whenever you shrink that down, that's gonna be a mother.
I mean, it's already so much detail on that. It's impossible.
Let's do this.
Today, finesse is important because you're tattooing a very sensitive area. Throat tattoos equal pain.
So it'll be like that.
You want to get in, you want to get out, you want to do the least amount of trauma possible. If you screw up, this person's gonna wear a turtleneck for life.
I'm ready.
There's something weird going on. Her skin will not take the ink. I'm literally leaving just marks. I'm pissed off, I'm scared because I have no idea even what's happening.
3 needles? Just can't get it, bro. Her skin is just so hard to tattoo.
Chris can't pull a lion on her neck to save his life, it just sucks. Some people have tough skin, it's hard to work with. You just can never tell until you start.
I'll make 4 passes at the same spot, and it won't be black. Let me get that last one.
Not only is my canvas not taking the ink, but she's starting to cry, and I feel like she's gonna quit on me any minute.
It's the lowest one. It's the lowest one right here.
I've been tattooing 18 years, and this is the hardest canvas I've ever had to tattoo in my entire life. I would not be surprised if this is the tattoo that's gonna send me home.
Today, you had to use finesse to create intricate Victorian tattoos on very delicate skin. Chris, do you do many neck tattoos?
I do a lot of throat tattoos, and this is probably in 18 years the toughest skin I've ever worked with. As leather as it could be. I used 9 setups and 12 different needles.
If you did go through that much trouble to please this client, that in itself is a use of finesse.
But how, after all those hours of trouble, did you come to the idea, let's see how white pounds in?
The white only took me the last 10, 15 minutes total.
It looks like it. All the color in this tattoo is very scratchy. This purple shading looks real sketchy. All this outline on this side behind this ear looks scratched in. It looks like you were tattooing a buck and bronco, but she seemed to be sitting still.
There's no better test of proportion than what, Tommy?
Than a pinup.
A pinup. You must tattoo your pinup from head to toe, including her hands and feet. Not only must the head, hips, and chest strike the right balance, but tiny body parts like fingers, eyes, and hair must also have appealing proportions. For this elimination tattoo, your shop will create 1 tattoo on the same canvas. Only one of you can tattoo at a time, and you will switch artists every 30 minutes.
Are you serious? I thought switching every hour was difficult, but switching every half hour, this is gonna be crazy.
Let's meet your canvases.
Tell us what you want.
A winged Valkyrie pinup on my ribs.
His ribs?
Do you have any wiggle room on that placement?
No.
You pretty stuck to that?
Yeah.
Good to know.
Oh, ribs. One of the worst places for a pinup girl.
The guy makes me a little nervous.
And this dude, angry as hell. Nobody wants that.
I'd like to do a barbershop themed pinup girl.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a good one. On my butt.
Oh. God damn it.
Are you flexible in placement?
Not at all.
Tattooing someone's butt is like tattooing a water balloon filled with cottage cheese.
That placement does suck.
No, thank you.
All right, canvases, 1 by 1, please read the artist's name on the bottom of your scope.
Valkyrie in the ribs. Old Town Inc.
Black Cobra definitely screwed over Old Town. That's awesome.
It's not gonna hit me, is he?
This guy's gonna wrap DJ up like a hot dog and eat him.
Barber butt.
Allegory Arts.
God damn. This is gonna be a hard-ass tattoo, pun intended.
So you wanted a Valkyrie girl?
Yeah.
You would like a barberess pinup?
Yeah, I would like her to have red hair, green eyes, and I would like a barber pole.
Since you want to get it like on your actual bum, something linear is not gonna fit
Right.
you proper and look right.
Maybe she's sitting side saddle on the barber pole. Like, it doesn't have to be straight. The barber pole can be off to a side.
I think her sitting on the barber pole is a really good idea. He's really easy to work with. He's got good ideas, and then out comes the ass. Got like a good butt exposure here. It's like someone poured this guy's ass out of a bag. Me and you were gonna be real good friends. It's just so hard to tattoo an area that doesn't have any elasticity. But let's stay away from this section. Oh, this is going to be the end of us.
Your ribs. So,
I can't have the axe covering the tits, though. That's what the whole thing's all about. Why would you have an axe in front of a tits? I don't
well,
get
the tits
that.
are right there. Only little part of it's covered.
Do you understand what I'm saying, though? Why would you cover her tits with an axe?
Yeah, I mean, if you want me to redraw the whole thing, I'll just redraw it.
No, everything's fine. Just move the axe to
I can't. It changes her whole shoulder, it changes this. You weren't set on her tits before. You were like, I don't care about the tits.
No, I said I don't want them too big, but I don't want them covered.
Well, this is starting out good.
I wouldn't block tits with an axe on a pinup. It's stupid.
I just want to make a tattoo.
There is one spot of this tattoo that is gonna hurt so bad.
Oh,
Oh, this is cool.
We had to redraw it.
He doesn't like it?
We had to put the X in this hand.
Time started already. I mean, we haven't even started tattooing yet. I'm losing my mind right now.
Let me see what it looked like smaller.
You can't waste much more time, dude. We're already not tattooing.
Yeah, that looks awesome.
We're already late in this thing, so we're both panicking right now.
So right now, whoever starts ends.
Yes.
We might be completely in this challenge.
Ready?
Oh, I don't know how much I got left in me.
Light at the end of the tunnel, bud. Butt tattoos, definitely not the most fun.
I feel like I'm moving around.
His skin is starting to become highly irritated. It makes the line work look shaky and wobbly. It's actually just swelling, and we're starting to worry about it. This guy could stand up, and it could be completely jacked.
Holy moly. I love it.
Today, you had to tattoo a pinup, allegory arts. How was this for you?
No pun intended, I'm bummed about it. When he was laying down, everything looked to me to be exactly where it needed to go, and now things look like they've shifted a bit.
Your outline just reeks of wobbly, not well-stretched skin. There isn't a well-pulled line in the pack. I've tattooed a hell of a lot of asses, and there's only one way to get them done. You take that person and you bend them into a ball, like straight up, and you tilt them on his side and you make that ass tight as a drum. I don't care how saggy it is. I'll make that thing tighter than the table. I can't believe you guys tattooed it the way you tattooed it. You committed suicide.
Old Town Ink. The elements within the tattoo are clean. I just don't know if it nails the proportion aspect of this challenge.
The back leg is just entirely too small. Your anatomy is totally off. Her chest line's to the right, and then her stomach's all the way to the left. That turn is an impossibility. Just a huge miss on the body.
Today, you must tattoo whatever your canvas wants in some of the most difficult places.
Oh, no.
From heads and necks to armpits and butts, it will take creativity to design a tattoo that fits the body part perfectly.
I don't want to touch a butt.
Part of the challenge is the difficult placement. As far as what they're getting, you can sway their mind, something that can work in that difficult spot, but don't even go into this thing and like, oh, I can get it off the ribs, because it ain't coming off.
Get ready. This is gonna be a rough one.
Oh, man. Let's meet your canvases.
What are you trying to get today?
Apocalyptic angel on my ribs.
Oh, ballsy. All the placements suck.
Okay, canvases. One by one, please read the artist's name on the bottom of your skull.
Angel of Death.
Kyle.
He is going to bricks today.
The ribs suck to tattoo. Black and gray isn't my strong suit. This sounds like a nightmare from the start to finish. How do you want to do it?
Apocalyptic angel. Okay. He has a staff standing by a tombstone with the crow there with his hand out.
Do you want to do like a full body type of thing?
Yeah.
I'm at the mercy of this asshole who will not budge on his idea. Do you feel comfortable just doing him?
Nah, man. I need it to look like this apocalyptic in the background. You know, I'm gonna put a background behind it.
That's a lot of to cram into a 6-hour tattoo on the ribs, you know? There's no way I'm gonna be able to pull this off. Just keep pushing through.
Yeah, man.
Get this, man.
Yeah, I got it right. Pain.
I think Kyle's in trouble.
Kyle's dude's hurting a little bit.
And the drawing sucks. There's some real shaky lines in it. My chemist wants a 16-hour tattoo condensed into 6 hours, but he's squirming like a little bitch.
God damn this. All right, that's. Oh. All right.
You gotta finish it, man.
No, nail the coffin.
Great tattooers go home all the time on this competition because you're at the mercy of your canvas, and this dude is done. I think I'm going home.
Don't plan your funeral before your body dies.
Even if he was being a dick, Kyle is still my little brother, and I love him, and I want him to do well. It's so difficult knowing that I can't do anything to help him out.
Today, you are being tested on creativity, tattooing difficult body parts. Kyle. I like the illustration, but you shaded over your own artwork.
What you're missing here, man, is different values.
Contrast.
You've got one tone of black. You got the same value in the cloak, the beard, the staff, the hood, the wing, and the background. Something's got to be lighter or darker.
I definitely would have gone in there with more tones had he been able to sit longer.
This one's probably the biggest struggle you've had since you've been here.
Today, we are testing contrast with black and gray bug tattoos.
Ooh.
Bug tattoos?
Whoa.
Damn. From delicate wings to tiny little legs to smooth, shiny shells, you must create a bug tattoo that looks like it could crawl right off your canvas's skin.
Damn.
If you fail to create contrast from dark to light, your bug tattoo will fall completely flat. So realism bugs.
Where's the twist? But that's not all. What we're missing is placement.
Oh, God.
Oh, boy.
This week, you must tattoo a black and gray bug on the throat.
Oh.
All the way up to the underside of the chin.
Oh.
Holy
Damn.
Throats are so difficult. If you have minimal workspace, you got the chin that's involved. It's very delicate skin. It's very painful. I have my throat tattooed, and it was awful.
Throat tattoos are tricky.
That's true.
You must create perfectly smooth blends while your canvas is breathing and swallowing, which causes the area you are tattooing to continuously move.
Wow, what a challenge.
Oh my God. Black and gray bug tattoos on the throat.
God damn it.
Damn.
This is a challenge that is very close to my own heart and my own throat, as you can see. Black and gray is not like color. You're trying to achieve super smooth gradients, super solid black, and I want to see contrast, not just from light to dark, but contrast with texture.
Thank God we got the skull pics, because me and Pon, we don't do black and gray fine line tattoos. We're gonna need as much advantage as we can get.
I kind of want the bee.
The bee?
But I just don't want to do all that
she
lace.
wants a bee wrapped in the web.
Yeah, no.
Get the bee, get that.
That's what I was thinking.
Come on, just don't go crazy here. All right, let's go.
Right off the bat, Gian and I are picking the tattoos that we want. It's really nice when you get to choose your own destiny.
I'm super excited about this challenge because it's almost like these artists get to take a step into my world. It's an extremely tough subject matter, and it's an extremely tough placement. You're trying to pull the cleanest, sharpest, most precise lines on a canvas that's moving and breathing underneath you.
I don't really do a lot of black and gray at home, so I'm really nervous on how this is gonna come out.
I'm always like feeling like all the other competitors don't take me serious and stuff like that, you know?
That's the thing about being an underdog, or feeling like that at least.
I feel like an underdog.
Yes.
Like, you know, am I really an underdog? I don't know. It could all be in my head, but.
Sometimes you could be your worst critic.
Yeah.
You know.
If you're a black and gray tattooer, you work in different tones. But if you're not used to it, it's really difficult to like know where to stop and start, because sometimes the skin gets really irritated and it's really difficult to differentiate between what's bruising and what's color.
You know, I'm taking a big chance showing them things like that they haven't seen from me. This is like a different style than what, you know, like the whole stipple look and everything like that. That's like not something they're used to from me, so.
It's a gamble, right?
As long as you love it at the end of the day, that's all that matters to me, so.
I know I will. You're going heavy black work, so of course I will.
Because this is a lot of heavy black.
Good.
Today, you had to show contrast, tattooing a black and gray bug on your canvas's throat. You were being tested on Ryan's specialty. Let's see how you did. Pawn.
Let's do this. All right.
I love the moon. It fits that area really, really pretty. But where the antennas come up over the moon, you should have attempted that to be a little bit more symmetrical.
Yeah, I didn't realize that until right now that they weren't.
I don't know what you did with those top wings. They almost look like so much black, it's tribalistic.
The canvas I chose, she wants something dark. I went maybe darker than I would have liked to have gone.
I feel like it kind of gets a little frumpy. It's just heavy, bro.
My vote is for Pawn to go home.
My vote is for Katie to go home.
I'm on the fence, honestly. I would wear Pon's tattoo, but I think your tattoo will age better, Katie. My vote is for Pon to go home.
So we have 2 votes for Pon and 1 vote for Katie.
I hate both of these tattoos. Symmetry on the neck, you have to hit it on the dot. And based on that, my vote is for Pon.
God damn.
The judges have decided, Pon, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master. Please pack your machines and close shop.
For the next elimination tattoo, you'll be creating a portrait on your human canvas.
Man, I can't believe we're doing portraits. I did not see portrait coming.
Portraits are very personal tattoos. They allow no room for mistakes.
Oh, Lord. I do portraits, but I don't like to do them. It's going to depend on the picture. The picture is everything when it comes to this. And if you got a bad picture, it's not going to be a good portrait.
About what era was this taken?
60s, 70s.
No.
Johanna wants a portrait of her mother, and it's so small. I mean, the actual photograph of the face of her mother, you can't see anything.
It's kind of fuzzy, so I want to keep it about this size.
I'm very, very scared about this one because I could go home over having a busted grill when I couldn't even figure out what it's doing. Wow. I can't see the hair, I can't see the fuzz, I can't see nothing in this picture.
Try not to crease because the hair is right in the crease.
I'm really frustrated about this tattoo. I sat up late and worked on this portrait, trying to blow it up and see some of the details, but you can't see anything. And I gotta put it in a difficult spot. I mean, this is bull.
James didn't talk his client into putting it on a better spot. He should know better. That just puts a smile on my face. I'm hoping James is going home and I'll be safe.
Welcome to tonight's elimination. This week, we've been testing your portrait skills. James Vaughn. How are you feeling about this piece?
It was a tough one. The original picture is actually like this big.
The portrait is not all that accurate to the photograph. Part of doing a portrait is being able to see accurately what's in the photo and translate that into the tattoo.
I don't consider myself a portrait artist. I just did my best.
Where I think you kind of lost it is you actually put some shading in her nose, where in the photo, there wasn't. It was more of a highlight on the tip of her nose, and you kind of shaded it out, which effectively changes the shape of her nose. The eyes look like they might be just a slight different shape than they are in the photo.
In the picture, a little. The lettering that you did too, there's so much going on around it all the flowers and flourishing, and it makes it very difficult to read, even if you can read Spanish. You know, I've learned the hard way over the years that sometimes less is more.
Your line work is shaky in this tattoo because you're in a shaky spot. The placement of this thing beat the hell out of you. And I feel like that's a little bit of self-inflicted because you allowed that to happen to yourself. The fact of the matter is where her face is, where it lands in that tattoo is where her body that's very voluptuous comes together and meets. So her face is almost on an indent of this girl's body. The bottom line is I'm not easing up on anybody. For the stakes being this high, you put yourself in a really tough spot to excel in this tattoo today.
Wowzers.
You'll be tattooing a subject that is intimidating for even the best tattoo artists. Portraits.
The point of precision in a portrait is that this is somebody's face, and trust me, if you change their face, it does make them not look like the person.
As equipment and techniques have advanced, it has become possible for skilled artists to create tattoos that are more realistic than ever.
I am a portrait artist. This is my redemption.
Who is this?
My grandmother.
Your grandmother. All right. The problem with portraits is anytime you have a curved surface, what it tends to do is create an optical illusion where it stretches their heads out. I'll squish it just a little bit. So when it goes around, it'll actually elongate it and it'll fix it.
Just as it's as close as possible to the actual picture, you
Hey,
know
man,
what I mean?
I'm gonna do my best for sure. You know, I haven't done a portrait in 10 years.
And you don't think her face should be like over more here?
And I've got a canvas who has very strong feelings how he wants this tattoo done. I wish there was a way I could figure out how to gauge the curve here. Black and gray is definitely not one of my strengths, and portrait's not one of my strengths. This is two of my weaknesses grouped into one challenge. It's gonna be a tough one.
I'm not gonna lie, dude, I was looking at like your art and it was kind of making me a little nervous because it's a portrait and I didn't really see any of those from you. So I was like, oh my God. I'm putting a lot of faith in you. That woman's a saint in my eyes. She always will be.
You know, you gotta have confidence in your artist because that negative projection sometimes works against you. My canvas is putting an immense amount of pressure on me.
Her face looks a little bit fatter.
We squish it down so it looks fatter. When we put it on your leg and it curves around your leg, it's gonna look skinnier. You see how it skinnies out? I'm convinced that the curve of the canvas is going to elongate the portrait. By squishing it down a little bit, it's going to compensate for that. I need you behind me on this, man.
Trust me, I need to be behind you on this.
Good. Everybody's wondering if I can pull this portrait off. It's pretty intimidating.
How's Jesse doing?
Just finish the hair.
Did the hair first?
Yeah.
Okay.
I start coloring in the hair, and I'm realizing that squishing the photo was a bad idea. How you feeling about it?
As long as she don't look like she just got out of Taco Bell, I'm golden.
I gave this guy a fat grandma. That's the one fear that my canvas had.
We still talk about her like she's in the next room. That's how much she meant to the family.
I'm trying to project confidence in this scenario, even though I'm super freaking out on the inside. To make her look a little thinner, I kick a little more shadow on the jawbone, and I also bring the hair in a little bit on the right side. But even after all that, it still looks chubby.
You're like, I'm covering the face. I don't want anyone to see it. Jesse squeezed the image. I'm not sure where that was a good idea.
What's up, bro?
The portrait at this point is past the point of no return. I'm really embarrassed.
This week, we asked you to create a portrait tattoo. We're testing precision. Mr. Jesse Smith. How you feeling about this?
I feel like I dropped the ball.
We're judging precision. I gotta say, I don't feel like any of the details in this tattoo are precise.
The hair could be a little more realistic. Hair is a tough thing to do. It's one of the hardest things in a portrait. It could have been more detailed. It looks a little too just not real enough.
You look at this photo, you see strands. The way you tattooed this hair is more like a weird fur/tribal pattern. Not to mention just the entire perimeter of the face does not look the same. You totally it up.
Your style of tattooing is very wall-to-wall, but you can't tattoo a portrait wall-to-wall. What you do, you're great at, but what you need to do is get great at everything else because you're supposed to. I don't like this part of my day.
Hey, it's my fault.
It sucks.
Today, you must create tattoos known and dreaded for the incredible amount of detail they require. Asian tattoos.
Knowing that we're about to tackle Chris Nunez's specialty, nerve-wracking.
With Asian tattoos, whether it's geishas, gods, animals, or mystical creatures, it's the intricate details that make them identifiable.
I'm totally excited. I am the only Asian-style tattooer in the whole crew. I have to kick everybody's ass.
I thought maybe they could do something, with her laying or something like that, but...
Did you see everybody's face kind of cringe when you mentioned that?
Yeah.
It's like, oh no, that's gonna be almost ridiculous.
He wants a geisha girl lying across his lower back.
You're really, that's what you really want to do. There's not any other areas.
I kind of want to just fill in something in here.
He seems to not care what he gets. He just wants me to finish his back piece. And I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. I don't want to do a geisha girl, so I'm doing a Japanese Anya mask.
I'm finishing the nose right now.
Yeah.
I've got the cheekbone and the lower jaw, the mouth. That's all I have to do left.
That's a big old mask. I'm nervous that part of this is going into his butt crack, but even in the ass crack, I can run a perfect line and put solid color.
Trying to keep it as traditional as possible.
Joshua's tattoo looks like he's doing a tramp stamp in his butt crack. I just don't see how he cannot be going home today.
Artists, today we threw you a painstaking test of detail. Asian tattoos. Joshua.
I hate the placement of this tattoo. This mask in the middle, looking to one side, half down in the butt crack with a little bit of water.
No business doing that much water on somebody if you don't know how to do it. I mean, this is an arthritic hand sticking out of the side of this guy's ass. You're way off. I'm not a fan of this one at all.
Today's challenge, you must tattoo an object so recognizable that any inconsistencies will be undeniable. An eyeball.
Her
Perfect circles are the biggest challenge in an eyeball. It's very easy to see any jagged line, any imperfectness in the circle.
Eyeballs are tricky, man. You can either make them look really real or they can look like a couple of circles lumped in together.
You know, the throat's kind of an iffy spot, right?
Halo gave me one of the worst places possible to do a tattoo. You have to stretch it out so you can put that stencil on there, and then when it goes back, it's all warped up and twisted.
Were you open to maybe moving in anywhere else just for like difficulty's sake?
If I can't talk this lady out of getting her throat tattooed, I could go home. My canvas went a photorealistic eyeball right on her throat.
Any swelling?
A little bit, not too much. I'm being pretty gentle. That whole area is just one of the most difficult places to do a nice, clean tattoo. I don't really want to like have you bleeding all over the place or anything like that. I'm pretty pissed at Halo for giving me a throat, so I'm hoping I just knock his ass right out the water.
How's it looking?
Crazy awesome.
This week, we had you create an eyeball tattoo using dimension to make it pop off the skin. Maddie.
The dimension that you put into the actual iris itself, there's some really nice moments in there. But this huge eyebrow on the underside of this lady's chin is drastic.
She wanted it right on her throat. She wanted to make a statement, she said, so.
It's a mechanically good tattoo. It's just nuts.
Today, you must tattoo an animal.
Yes. I've been waiting for this challenge. This is the imagery that I love. This is the imagery that I do. I know I'm gonna kill it.
For an animal to come to life and pop off the skin, faces, noses, eyes, and mouths must have depth and dimension.
It's important to show dimension in animal tattoos because you want to make that tattoo look like it's alive. You want to make it look like it's gonna reach out and touch you.
You have 6 hours to tattoo an animal, and your time starts now.
All right, let's do this.
All right, let's do it.
Oh yeah, man.
Animals are tough for a lot of artists because there's always different textures, fur, feathers, different ways that you have to really go about executing that take a lot of tricks to lay down a dimensional tattoo.
Ready? Yeah.
Today you had to use dimension to bring animals to life. Each of you tattooed head-to-head with another artist, and we will directly compare your work. One of you will win, and one of you will lose. Chris, you handed out the skulls. Why did you choose to go head-to-head against Aaron?
He beat me the last time. Just wanted to redeem myself.
You did show some nice dimension. There's so much detail in that face and in the mouth and in the eyes.
It is a better attempt than anything we've seen from you to this point, so keep the momentum.
Aaron, this nipple is just killing us.
It was the flattest plane of canvas, and the nipple just laid how it laid.
You mean you didn't know what to do when you got to the nipple?
I just worked around it.
There's so many things you could have done. There's grasses and things you could have put up in front, something to camouflage that nipple in, but now it's an eyesore.
It looks like the lion's blowing wind on the guy's nipple. He's got one side of the lip that doesn't match the other, so it's a little up, and he's like whistling. It's a tough one, man.
Between Chris and Aaron, who do you choose?
I choose Chris.
Chris.
I choose Chris as well. Well done, man. To compete as a shop in the real world, your livelihood depends on your ability to sell your shop and make your clients happy. So today, the power is in the hands of the canvases. You must tattoo whatever your canvas wants.
This could be bad. Usually we talk canvases out of certain things. These could be super difficult.
So who's done what on this thing?
I lined it. Bubba did all like the black in the face, and then Bubba's gonna jump back to the leaves. 100%, we got tattoo of the day.
DJ and Bubba's.
That tiger head is way in the back here.
Will they put it on backwards?
The eyes should be here.
That's what I think.
Oh, it's backwards.
1 hour remaining. To succeed as a shop, you must be able to self-promote and impress your canvases. Let's see how you did. Old Town Ink.
This whole tattoo came out super clean. The outline is crisp. The areas of solid black are smooth.
Looks awesome. Why did you guys put it backwards?
Put it backwards?
100% backwards. That's what you're looking at when this guy walks up to you.
That's the front of his arm right there. The focal image of his whole forearm. That's what you see.
How do you place eyes on the body?
Towards the front.
Front and in. You guys that one up. You took yourselves completely out of the wind.
Today, you must tattoo 360-degree tattoos.
What?
What the f does that mean?
There is no greater test of adaptability than a tattoo that wraps completely around a part of the body.
Which part?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Every part of the body has different skin. There's thinner skin, there's thicker skin. There's just so many variables in this 360 tattoo on just one limb that you have to deal with. It's insane.
I think it's not perfect, so maybe like a little bit smaller and a little bit down.
The human body is not symmetrical.
Damn, this thing's way off center.
I know.
This one?
Yeah.
It was because my head is crooked. I was actually born with...
Because your head's crooked? The artist who did that, his head was crooked.
Trying to get this stencil on her is a nightmare.
You guys are killing your time.
I know. I think I have to like straddle you. So I might.
You have 2 hours. Today, you had to prove your adaptability, creating a wraparound tattoo that looks great from every angle. Let's see how you did. Sydney.
I love the design, but you have to center the cleavage and make sure that that lines up with the face. And if she has a tattoo there already that's already off, that's really hard to look at.
You should have got her to stay away from her neck because the things we like about it are your style. But everything else about it, it just makes me stressed out. Today you must create transforming tattoos. What? The human body bends and moves, and today you must create tattoos that move with it.
The tattoos that move.
Oh, yeah. Your design must look like one thing when the body is in one position and ingeniously transform when it moves into another. No way.
For a tattoo to transform on the human body, you have to figure out a way to where when it's skewed, it creates another image. That's fucking hard.
I think interactive tattoos are cool. They're novelty and fun. How do you make these things work?
I mean, these tattoos gotta look cool when they're transformed and as a regular tattoo. You can't give this person a half a tattoo that looks silly by itself.
That's fucking crazy.
What did you do before tattooing?
Nothing good. In high school, my mom ended up getting sick, so I pulled out of school. I rebelled a bit, and I was very angry. In school, everything was proper, no creativity. When I found tattooing, it was at a perfect time for me. There's beauty in self-expression, and I don't believe that there's many other ways that you can permanently describe that. Tattooing is the only thing that I've never quit. Even when I'm tired and I'm exhausted, and some days, like, I'm over it, it's just like, it balances me.
All right, judges. The artists had 6 hours to show their ingenuity with transforming tattoos. We're reshuffling the teams.
This is crazy.
Game changer.
Oh, man.
And this is a blind critique.
Is this live? Are they live?
Yeah.
Hey, the
Cool.
I know who did each tattoo, but the three of you do not. Safety from elimination and a spot on your team is on the line.
Yeah, I just want to be safe.
You guys ready to look at some tattoos?
Yeah, it's gonna be terrible.
Let's bring up the first tattoo.
That's mine.
Death butterfly.
The ribcage is cool.
The skull's a bit confusing for me.
Yeah, it's a little dark.
If I cover from the skull and the ribs down, the top is still a butterfly. If I cover the butterfly, I'm like...
What's going on?
Yeah.
It's got like ribcage antlers.
Yeah.
I'd love to see the transformation.
Oh, wow, that got crunched, man. That butterfly definitely ended up in a lawnmower or something.
It lines up, though.
What defeated it was doing something symmetrical on a body part that isn't.
That's a tough ask.
Thank you.